Entering power saving mode. Conversation module disabled. No, wait, don't touch me. I lied. I'm not one of the machines you were sent in here to fix. I just find it easier to pretend to be a machine than to talk to strangers. It's too draining. No, you were definitely sent in to fix them by yourself. Or, at least, if Father is sending you a partner, it won't be me. I'm the one who broke all the machines to begin with. You don't have to look at me like that. It was intentional, on orders. Well, for all of them except the vacuum. That one I was hoping you could just fix up for me since you're already here. Normally I would ask Fremine, but he's away on a mission. And obviously, I can't do it myself. I don't know. In my hands, it's enough to just touch them, so I don't need to know what they do or how they work. All I was asked to do was find them, disable them, and bring them in for you to refurbish and repurpose for Father's plans. After I bring everything into the workshop for you, my mission is complete. This is everything. I am. But since I haven't reported in yet, technically my mission hasn't ended. Father is running late, held up with another harbinger at the moment. So I figured I might as well use this opportunity to take a tea break and a little catnap. If anyone else notices, we can just say I was helping you by telling you where I found the machines. No, you really don't want me to try to do that. Alright, if you won't believe me, let me see that little one you just fixed. See? You saw me. All I did was pick it up. No matter what I do, if I try to use it, I break it. So, I'll be over here, not touching any machinery, and brewing a nice pot of tea. Luckily, I can still boil water without issues. No, I can't use mechanical kettles, but I don't mind. Stovetop kettles work just as well. Besides, I like the process of brewing tea. I suppose you could call it a hobby of mine. Would you like a cup? Here. Be careful. This particular blend brews at a very high temperature. If it's too hot for you, try blowing gently until it cools. Lapping gently helps when the tea is too hot to hold a big sip in your mouth. This way I can still taste it in between blows. Absolutely not. Adding ice thins the tea and ruins it. No, if the water isn't boiled hot enough, the leaves won't steep properly and the flavor won't be right. Listen, I've been making tea for a long time. If there were a better way to cool it off without damaging the flavor, I would have found it already. Blowing on it and waiting for it to cool is the way that works best. I could just wait, yes, but I find the flavors change as the cup sits, so I like to take a few minutes between sips and taste the way it deepens as I get closer to the bottom of the cup. I tried to tell you I wouldn't be much help, but you didn't believe me. Breaking it again was the only way to prove it to you. I would apologize, but there isn't anything I can do to make it up to you, other than offering tea and snacks. If this isn't enough, I'll have to talk to Lyney. Yes, that's right, the magician. That's not an uncommon assumption. People have thought I was an automaton, a puppet, or even a mythical creature from Inazuma. You don't need to apologize. I like it, actually. The role of a magician's assistant is to blend into the shadows on stage, only taking attention off the star at critical moments. When people assume I'm just another prop, I'm never forced to hold conversations with strangers or to spend energy I'd rather use for observation. All kinds of observation. I don't put any limits on it. I just observe, and anything I see that seems useful, I report to Father, or point out to the others on our mission. For example, you set aside 3 bolts from that machine you just set aside, but you only put 2 back on. You're welcome. Just don't expect me to be much more useful than that. I have no idea what that thing you're working on even does, let alone how to fix or improve it. I'll just be here to pour you some tea as you work. Lyney's dream has always been magic. My dream has always been to support him. I like assistant work. It doesn't make me feel like I'm lesser than him or left out. It's fulfilling and satisfying. It feels like the perfect role for me. Some people take things like that for granted. To them, it's so simple it's a given, not a goal to work toward. That's not how Lyney and I feel. We spent our childhoods struggling to survive on the streets. For us, something as simple as having a roof over our heads and steady access to basic foods, and even luxuries like this tea, is a blessing we'd never take for granted. That's why we work so hard, for Father and the house. Father does love us. Of that, I am certain. The missions we're given, the expectations put on us, they may seem extreme compared to most families, but they're rarely cruel or unfair. In fact, Father protected Lyney from taking on more dangerous missions than he could handle some time ago. I don't know what was said. Lyney didn't actually tell me what happened. But he and I have always been able to tell what the other is thinking. I could tell there was something on his mind, something he'd made his mind up about that scared him as much as it filled him with determination. Then I saw him go into Father's office just before one of my solo missions, back when I had to go without him. When he came back, he'd changed. His mind was less clear, but he seemed to have found some sense of purpose and peace. After that, he started coming to me with careful plans I could use on my missions. In a way, having those strategies to rely on during my missions was a way of taking him with me. Exactly. He wanted to support me, just like I've always supported him. It's the same for us with the rest of the house. We'll give anything we have to help. But we know better than to try and do things beyond our ability. So I'm going to take a little cat nap now. Just wake me up when you're finished, or if you decide you want some more tea.